this. You're a ranked team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Trojans' offense will go on the attack first. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And, David, I feel like every week defenses try to come up with plans to stop these two. No one's been able to do it yet. They get their passes completed. They throw.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Starting to feel a little pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Lane. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw again. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Snagged out of the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls it in. It's Jordan. On the move at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Let's talk for just a second here about USC. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will...
Throws toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Back to pass, it's Mayama. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hard running there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass.
there he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than he hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Jordan. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, USC.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the...
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Firing deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating.
Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give to the back. Nice move there. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Plucks it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Running back searching for a hole. Look out, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make Matt, breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's first down from the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And back to the air on second down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Dances away. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They have to show it from 56 yards. He gets a hand on it.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
That's caught. It's Lane.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. quickly to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Off the play fake on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running room. Running inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. For 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Runs through a tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Trojans are in the red zone.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. Sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up, because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. A little screen to the running back. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Handoff from the gun. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the left side.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Bringing the heat. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Off-play action on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab on the big throw. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. And he's got it! Touchdown, Badgers!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.